On this one, we're on now on question 25 on the next page. We got MGB is congruent to WYT. Big thing here, they're asking you which sides and which angles are going to be the same. Remember, the first one's always going to be equal to the first one. So find which one M and W are the same. So M has got to be equal to W. Oh my gosh, we can stop right there. C is going to be our answer. It's the only one with M to W. Okay, remember the first equals the first, the second equals the second, and the third equals the third. Let me zoom in on that, make sure you got it. First equals the first, second equals the second, and third equals the third. Alright, moving on to the next question. What's that? Question 26. It says there are 84 boys in the freshman class, 146 students. Go ahead and find out how many girls there are, because it says boys to girls. So after I found it out, went ahead and found out the boys. We knew the boys that told us were 84. The girls, I found out I said 146. The total number of students minus 84 ended up equaling the girls. 84 divided by 62. Put that in your calculator. Reduces down. Ends up being that C answer there. 42 over 31. All right. Looking at the next question. See if we can make it a little bigger. Awesome. Alright, next question after it gets on blurry. Alright, A to D. So I went ahead, let's do A to D in a color. A to D, gotta freeze it. A to D. Notice it went from 0 to 20. Nope, that's E. Go back. A to D, 0 to 15 there. Notice they're going by 5, increments of 5. So A to D ended up being 15. And the next thing is to E to I. I'm going to do E to I in pink. E to I, 20 to 40, that's 20. So ends up 15, 20, reduces down to 3 over 4. And we got 3 to 4 here. Alright, looking at... Let's see if we can focus here for a second. Alright, on 28, for a recent project, teacher purchased 250 pieces of red construction paper. So we got red is 250, and 414 pieces of blue. What is the ratio of red to blue? If you look at 250 divided by 114, is going to give you a reduced fraction of 25 over 57. This problem is mostly overanalyzed. Don't think too much about it. Alright, looking at the next one. Let's see if we can freeze there. Awesome. It's saying first identify the two triangles. Notice I marked them. See how they're both kind of turned. One's kind of rotated around the other one. Make sure they have E marked with A. So if they have E in the middle, such as all of them do, A would also have to be in the middle. Notice on C and D, A is not marked in the middle. You can go ahead and cross those two out. After you figure out that, both of these are the same, so there's no reason of looking at it anymore. We need to find X. Alright, so we got 6 is to X minus 5. So I put X minus 5 actually on top. So the longest side on top, and then the other side 6 on the bottom. So the longest side here, 15, needs to be on top. X is on the bottom. Go through, solve all that. Ends up X equals 15. Go back, 15 was A. Hopefully you remember this part, this section. It's asking you to justify why these two are congruent. Remember, you must go in a circle. So we must start with one side, then go to the other angle, and then side. Must go in a circle. Remember, you can't skip over more than one thing. Can't skip more than one angle or than one side. If you started here and tried to go this way around the circle, it wouldn't work because you skip this angle here and this side. Got to go the other way. So side, angle, side. And it's the same thing with the other one. We got side, angle, side here. Notice not all three sides are marked. We know it's congruent, so that's not it. And angle, side, angle, we're only given one angle and two sides, so we know it's not going to be both of those. So it ends up being D. Yep. All right, on this question, all right, we're trying to solve this portion here. We have two parallel lines. When you have two parallel lines, you can kind of take the shortcut from there and go ahead and label these two together over these two. 5 over x minus 3, I did that right here, 5 over x minus 3. And this one here, we know if this whole side is 10, then this is 5. So I put a 5 there, and that's 5 over 6. After going through and solving the problem, even I made a mistake. I forgot, I didn't drop that 5 down. This should be a 5 here instead of a 3. Divide both sides by 5, and x ends up being 3. Alright, so if we look at it now, x is supposed to be 3. These two have x equals 3. A to c is the only different thing. A to c, if I plug that 3 in, 3 plus 3 is 6. Got to add that 6. So 6 plus 6 ends up being 12. So we end up getting A.